Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Wherever you are, we are in Japan for the B League. B1 action between Nagoya Diamond Dolphins and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, this is the second game in a row between these two teams. That's usually how they do it in Japan. You play these weekend series, one team hosts it. And yesterday it was the Utsunomiya BREX fans that were here that left the arena happy because their team rolled to a very big win. Here are the standings. You can see Utsunomiya BREX 6-2 over in the Eastern Conference, and you look at Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. They're also flying high in the West, 7-1. So big game indeed today coming up. So that result yesterday was really against the run of play for Nagoya. I mean, they have been playing great basketball, and they came out. Josh Smith coming out, and Joshua Smith getting that early dunk. But one of the great dunks there from Grant Jarrett. Of course, Gavin Edwards has been an important player in this team, having come over from Chiba Jets and showing his value, the Japan International. Had Franks scoring with that putback. And then you had Grant Jarrett drilling it from deep for Utsunomiya BREX. One of their leading players coming off the bench, Makoto Hiyajima, another national team star for Japan. And it was just things got out of hand for the Diamond Dolphins. You could look at the numbers. Rebounding, well, they're out rebounded by 9. The bench play also always impactful, but look at the free throw shooting. Just 8 attempts for the Diamond Dolphins, 4 of 8, and 4 of 8. And then for the BREX, 16 of 21. So that was a big difference. They were able to get to the line and able to put some free throws away. And Utsunomiya BREX, who two years ago won the title, missed the playoffs last year, looking like a team that is going to contend this season. So Utsunomiya BREX, you look at their lineup: Hiyajima, Seiji Ikaruga, DJ Newbill, a newcomer this season, Gavin Edwards, Isaac Fotu, the New Zealand international, Kaito Shike. You've got, again, another player from years gone by, Yusuko Indo. Then you've got Kosuke Takeuchi. Starting 5. Well, we talked about Jarrett. We talked about Murakishi. We didn't talk about Hironori Watanabe. But their starting 5 is Hiyajima, Ikaruga, Newbill, Edwards, and Fotu. And there is Fotu, one of the players that was at the FIBA Basketball World Cup this summer, that'll be in this game, and powering his way down low for the deuce. That was Newbill on the miss, but look at the impact of Fotu. Catches it down low, goes to work, and just overall had a solid game for his team yesterday. And you can see Suda, quite well known, kind of the centerpiece of their team. So Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and again, Suda, one of the main cogs, one of the starting players in this team. They have got a solid team. Robert Franks, Bobby Ray Parks Jr. from the Philippines. There's Tim Suarez, the Brazilian international who is at the World Cup this summer. That was Takuma Sato. Eita Wakano. Toshihiro Nakatsuka. And that was Seiga Sakamoto. So we'll get a look at their starting five as well. They were highlighting Nakahigashi, who comes into this game averaging 6.6 points, 3.9 rebounds, 1.8 assists. He's a player that helps you across the board coming off the bench. He's got three-point shooting range. And that is what he did in game one. He played almost half the game, 19 minutes, 27 seconds. See, each team has won 4 out of their last 5 players. Excuse me, 4 out of their last 5 games. And of course, that was a bringing them back down to earth defeat yesterday for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. So Franks comes out, 26 years of age. Bobby Ray Parks, the left-handed gunslinger from the Philippines. Imagine a lot of people wondering maybe he would have had a big FIBA Basketball World Cup for Gilas had he been selected. You got the outstanding Suda. Joshua Smith. We also saw Ito, Tatsuya Ito, who comes in averaging 3.4 points, 4.9 assists, 1.6 rebounds. And there is Sean Dennis, the head coach. And Norio Sasa, who had that difficult season last year, but appears to have got this team on track in the 2023-2024 campaign. So again, yesterday, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, they were competitive as you look at the referees for today's game as well. Here at the Dolphins Arena in the starting fives, once again, Franks, Parks, Joshua Smith, Suda, and Ito for the Diamond Dolphins, and Hijima, Ikaruga, Newbill, Edwards, and Fotu on the right for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. And in case you're wondering, why does Fotu wear number 42? Well, it's because he is Isaac Fotu. That was very clever. I haven't actually asked him that in person, but I plan to the next time I see him. But that is what I've been reliably informed. Well, good afternoon from Nagoya. From the Dolphins Arena is Nagoya Diamond Dolphins taking on UTSUNOMIYA BREX, and Nagoya come right out and score. Ito with the drive. Whistle blows, first foul of the game. I just don't understand why you give away a foul so cheaply like that. Edwards gets it to Fotu. Happier if he's out that far away from the basket as opposed to being inside. Edwards gets it to Hijima, who steps back outside. Now down low to Fotu, and that's why he's dangerous, and he really has played well coming into form. Felt like he was a little bit banged up last season and at the World Cup, but he comes in averaging 12.5 points, 7 rebounds a game. Had it, but Joshua Smith moving screen. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Now the turnover. Bobby Ray Parks can't leave him open. Here he is. Ito back to Parks, tries to feed it down low and couldn't get it to Franks. Turns it over, bad pass from Bobby Ray Parks. Gavin Edwards takes it deep, and Parks sticks his nose in there and knocks it away. Nice little bit of feisty play from the Gilas man. Look at that. Shooting it from deep and missing was Newville, and now Bobby Ray Parks. You're asking for trouble if you leave him open too much. That time it doesn't backfire, and here's Newville out on the break, drives in and scores, and then he breaks out the gun show. Looks over at the fans like he's the Incredible Hulk. Watch this again. He gets it, and then even with Franks right there, he goes right at him, scores, and the whistle blows, so he's got a chance for a three-point play. Newville, well short on that. So UTSUNOMIYA BREX, 4 unanswered points here early on. The Diamond Dolphins looking to get back on track after yesterday's drubbing. Ito takes it deep and steps out of bounds. Ennis is a little bit upset, I think. Thinking that he was pushed. Wanted a foul. Already Ennis a little bit hot under the collar, and I guess that's what happens when you get beat 90-68 in the first game. He wants to see a much better performance today. So that shot no good from Ikaruga. Bobby Ray Parks drives into the corner. Franks wide open. Bounces around on the rim. Fotu couldn't grab it. Suda. Tyler Suda getting his first bucket of the day. Edwards taking it deep, back outside. Now the three-point shot no good by Ikaruga. Saito backs his way down low. Shares it with Franks. Ito has it knocked out of his hands by Ikaruga, and then Smith reaches in and commits his second foul. Florida is coming into the game for the first time for Joshua Smith. That gives them more mobility, not quite as much size in terms of physical pounding down low, but he will get out and run and shoot it. Newbill to the corner to Ikaruga. This team also in the game now, number 12 for UTSUNOMIYA. Newbill missing it. And the rebound for Takashima. And now foul called on Bobby Ray Parks. Well, you got to really wonder how that foul was called on Bobby Ray Parks. I mean, that was Gavin Edwards all day long. It's almost as if the referee is looking and thinking Gavin Edwards is bigger, and there's no way that Bobby Ray Parks can guard him. Unless I missed something. Could be that he was pushing him from underneath. But as they say, the ball don't lie. If the ball doesn't lie, he misses the first free throw. Second one is good. And jump shot, no good. Ikaruga chases it down in the corner. His team up 5-4 after that Edwards go-ahead free throw. And again, BREX posting up and getting the foul to go their way. This time Fotu posting up, and he is fouled. He is fouled by Saito, who says, listen, just because I'm small doesn't mean I can't guard somebody. Takuma Saito.
Number 14, Saito.
Now for the Diamond Dolphins coming in, Takuma Sato. So it's Takumi Saito and Takuma Sato, both playing for the Diamond Dolphins, both coming off the bench. Names similar, but very different players. There is Fotu making the free throw, so it takes it up to a 7-4 lead. Grant Jarrett comes in. Grant Jarrett had 15 points yesterday. Saito, nice spin and the block. Suarez trying to twirl his way down low and score. But Gavin Edwards having none of that. Suarez catches, hands it off. Saito puts it up from deep. Oh, not sure if he was trying to bank that in, but he almost did. Now Newbill brings it forward for the BREX, and you can see right now the offense is not flowing for Nagoya. Newbill from deep. That was short. And Edwards hustles to the basketball. Edwards, the main man yesterday at 21 points. And three-point shot is good from UTSUNOMIYA BREX's Takashima. Now the lob down low. Sato turns and he is fouled by Newbill. Suda makes the first. I tell you, this guy can shoot it. I mean, you don't need to be told that if you live in Japan. He is a good player. Sato has also certainly made some big shots over the years. Down low he goes, and this time Newbill doesn't settle for the jumper, but works his way down in the paint, where he has been more effective. That's Ito. That time getting the benefit of the call. So the foul actually was called on Takashima. Just 6 points in the first 6 minutes. And that'll make him feel a little bit better. Knocking it down, Saito. Quickly to the other end, Saito comes up with it. Now it triggers the break. This is where they want to be, and the three-point shot is good from Franks. Just like that, we've got a tie game. How quickly things can change after turnovers. 2 for 2, getting ready to come back into the game is Nagoya Diamond Dolphins make their run to come back. Now the shot no good. Jarrett goes up, knocks it away, keeps possession at this end. Yajima. And the foul called on Suarez. Getting caught up in traffic. Here he is. Well, he was kind of locked up a little bit with Edwards, but Edwards just kind of fell over. Watanabe has come into the game for BREX as Edwards goes to the line and makes the first. And he was tough yesterday. 21 points. He was perfect at the line yesterday. He made all 7 of his free throws. So Fotu back into the game. A little bit of confusion or something is one of the players for BREX goes out. Here is a jump shot, and Suarez missing, and that's definitely a push down low. So that foul called on Yusuke Endo. Here he is just pushing, just literally pushing Sato out of the way. Kuma Sato. Excellent play from Saito. He's been a live wire since checking into the game. I like how he puts pressure on the defense. Iijima reaches in and commits the foul. First one is good.
Nice shot. One more shot.
And both free throws good. It's 14 apiece. Interesting, both Sato and Edwards were with the Chiba Jets last year, and you can see Chiba's had some struggles at the start of their season after having that incredible year last year when they made it to the final, won the Emperor's Cup as well. So two, spinning down low and scoring. Ooh, and Bobby Ray Parks drives in and looks like he caught Iijima right in the face. Bobby Ray Parks playing with some aggression today. Look at this. I haven't seen him quite as feisty as this before. So off to a great start. Iijima whistled for the foul, so he's going to go out of the game. So two quick ones on Iijima. Oh, Bobby Ray Parks, something doesn't look quite right. Offensively, and basically playing with, like I said, with a lot more aggression. He makes one of two. He did not get to the line yesterday. He had 9 points yesterday. And now the turnover and chasing it down into the corner. Saito fouled by Endo. Pump fake. I think Saito was more than happy to get fouled, but I'm not sure he wanted to get fouled that hard. But part of that was because he pump faked and then went right into Endo. Well, the veteran Takeuchi checks into the game for UTSUNOMIYA BREX, as does Watanabe. Always a dangerous player, great player to have coming off the bench. Hironori Watanabe. And now getting it to go at the line is Saito, who has, again, he's been tough. 5 points so far. And the point guard makes both. Years of age, Saito, playing like the veteran, keeping his team now, getting him in front. So despite their struggles, they've been able to take the lead. Have to sustain it. Here goes Newbill, and settles for the jump shot. Newbill can't buy a bucket from deep today. He's had more success driving. Saito, the long-time Nagoya Diamond Dolphin, missing. Takeuchi takes the bump, gives it off. Gives it back to Watanabe. Watanabe to throw two. Now Now the reach, and Bobby Ray Parks forcing the over and back violation. Newville just seems to be kind of coasting a little bit right now. Pick it up a little bit. It around, final minute here, 5 seconds on the shot clock to drive, and the basket is good from Suarez. And ball turned over again, chance for Diamond Dolphins. Bobby Ray Parks, look at, did everything right, Bobby Ray Parks, but the finish wasn't there. So that's another missed opportunity. Final seconds ticking off the clock in the first quarter. And the basket is no good. So that's how it finishes. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins playing with a little bit of, again, feistiness, a little bit of aggression, well, a lot anyway, a lot of determination, seeing the fight, clear of their pride wounded by yesterday's result. They lead at 19-16 at the end of one. Well, you look at the foul issues for UTSUNOMIYA BREX there, and you got 2 apiece for Hiyajima and also Endo, who came off the bench. But Sean Dennis, I think, after a slow start, has to like his team's response at the end of that quarter. I mean, you can always go down, but you better go down fighting, and that's what it felt, you know. And I give a lot of credit to Saito, who came in and really drove the team, the point guard. Now Joshua Smith back in the game, so hopefully for the Diamond Dolphins' sake, he comes out and avoids foul trouble. I think Dennis must like him matching up better against Fotu. Fotu probably more mobile, will try to use that to his advantage. But in fact, Fotu comes out guarding Frank. Now he switches on to Joshua Smith. And Joshua Smith, that's the advantage that he has. His size will cause problems for anybody. He catches it down low and he's able to back his way down. Ray Parks again with an opportunity, doesn't get the drop. Edwards back in, hands it off to Hiyajima. And Hiyajima, just like that, we've got a tie game. And long shot, no good for two there for the rebound. And foul has been called. Hiyajima missing. Quickly. Joshua Smith will pass it around. Bobby Ray Parks again drives. Again misses. He's upset. He thinks he was hit on the drive to the basket. He's talking to the referee right now.
Number 12, Nagahiga Staito.
So 3 fouls on Joshua Smith, and again, you know, it's those silly fouls, those cheap fouls. You remember that setting that screen, he was too slow. Picks up that one. Now he's got 3, has to sit down, and Dennis loses a valuable weapon down low, but Suarez comes in. Now to pick it up. Here's the 3-point shot, and rims out, but for 2 with the rebound and put back. How about that? The 3-point shot is good from Suarez. A good drive by Nakahigashi to get it back outside to Suarez. Edwards, bounce pass down low to Newville. He gets it outside and for 2 misses, but again, offensive rebound and put back. Gavin Edwards. This really has to be getting old for Coach Dennis. I'm pretty sure he's going to be talking about we need to box out guys. I mean, how in the world that ball didn't stay down, but at least they got 2 points from the putback from Fotu. And then here you've got Gavin Edwards that comes in and nobody puts a body on him. So he scores with the putback. You can hear him right now saying, 5 guys, we got a rebound. There's Joshua Smith. He's out of the game with 3 fouls, and I'm guessing we will not see him again until the second half. Eight second chance points for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. So that's how costly those putbacks are. But I think what's encouraging for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins is they've scored 7 points off turnovers today. Just 1 point has been scored off the turnovers today for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Isaac Fotu, one of the real good guys in the B.LEAGUE. Having a nice chat with Gavin Edwards. Well, right out of the timeout, the three-point shot falls, and Suarez starting to heat up. He's got 5 points now. Ujima looking for some space. And Suda called for a push. I think he definitely pushes him. Watch. Just with his right hand. So he picks up his first foul. Which in and of itself isn't a problem. A, if you're not getting into foul trouble, and B, if you're kind of setting the tone. But ultimately, you got to play a little bit better than that. There's Newville catching it down low and going to the line after the bump and the foul. Here it is again. That was just a good, strong play and the foul on Ito, but that could usher Saito back into the game sooner rather than later. And meanwhile, for UTSUNOMIYA BREX, the starter Ikaruga comes back into the game. And Hijima, another starter, goes out. Newville takes his time, makes the first. Newville came in averaging 16 points per game this season. And he makes the second. He had 12 points yesterday. He had 5 of 12 from the floor. So he ties it up. 25-25. It's all happening in this showdown between teams that are definitely in the hunt. Even though it's early on, you could say these teams definitely in the hunt for spots in the playoffs. Drive in the miss. Newville going to work, spins. That's more like it. Hands it off, and Edwards. And the shot no good. Rebound and foul on Suarez. Saito back in the game. Suarez goes out. Wholesale changes, in fact. So Suarez has 2 fouls. Sato comes back in. So Edwards at the line, a chance to extend the lead. The Golden Kings swept their quarterfinal series with the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins last year, or last season. 2-0 on their way to the title. So Fotu comes back in. 29-25, UTSUNOMIYA BREX leading it nearly 4 minutes into the second quarter. Franks has been quiet. Here he is. Spins, puts it up, and follows up his miss and misses again. Brex trying to get some separation. Hijima on the break. Good. And the lead goes to 7. Suda knocks it down, gets it right back. Suda doing Suda things. tell you, the last B.LEAGUE Cup, I'll never forget how he went off against Syria, had those 33 points. He was on fire playing for Japan. Not to make the World Cup roster. Here he is again. Probing, puts it up, and pre-mid to bank it, but there's Franks with the putback, and he's fouled. Well, that's a big sequence, giving them a taste of their own medicine. Look at Sean Dennis. Well, that's going to be frustrating. A cheap foul to give away there for Hiyajima. It looked like he was just swiping at the ball, whether or not he made contact. Well, the referee said he did, so he has to go out. So Indo comes back into the game. He's already committed a couple of fouls. Takeuchi coming back into the game. He replaces Takashima. Norio Sasa, head coach. And Franks does not complete the three-point play. Into the corner it goes, and no good from BREX Nation. Ikaruga, and going back the other way to the benches. Both teams here with 4:53 remaining in the first half. That was Hiyajima scoring on the break. But shortly after, he picks up his third foul. This was Suda, meanwhile, who has 5 points. Nagoya 5 of 10 from three-point range. BREX 3 of 14. Coming out of the timeout. Newbill launches it. This is another one from deep. Definitely hit that shot, but it just seems like when it's not falling, attack. Franks catches turn, has the double team. Now they pass it outside, and the shot was well short. Kikuchi. Endo, his attempt rattles out. Takeuchi with the rebound. Ikaruga, the Newbill again. No, shot clock violation. 4 minutes to go in the first half, and BREX and the Diamond Dolphins in a tight one so far. Saito, who really sparked the team in the first quarter, back in the game. Number 2, here's Franks. There you go. Franks knocking it down. Not from downtown, but a long 2. And that leads to a timeout. So 32 apiece. 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Here's Franks. That's what he does. Good shooter. Need to see more of that for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins if they're going to win today. $32 apiece between Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, the home team today, and UTSUNOMIYA BREX, who won yesterday's game decisively, 90-68. And Newville driving in much better. I mean, it's just so obvious to me that at least today he needs to be putting the ball on the deck and going to the basket in order to decide. So that was a good timeout. Saito takes the bump, steps back. Ball went off the foot of a teammate, and good defensive stand that time by the visitors, BREX. Three-point shot from Newville. Nope. 0-2 with the rebound. Has to pass it back outside. Here's Newville again. There you go. He drives and he scores. Takes it up to a 4-point lead. Had that last bucket. Passes out to the wing. Suda for 3. Short. Gets the long rebound. Ooh, passes up. The jumper. To the out Suda. It's Sato who passed it up after missing. So it'll stay at this end.
Now we have never changed. Number 1, Ray Parks Jr. Number 10, Tim Suarez.
Ray Parks coming back in. Bobby Ray Parks. Eager to make his mark on this game as well as Suarez. So stands to reason they're going to get something from Parks. He's averaging 9.5 points a game. So BREX do have possession on this. And some full-court pressure, making life a little more difficult, but they're able to bring it up the floor. New Bill. 0-2 to New Bill. And gets away from him. Suarez. Saito. Good defense by BREX. Well, they work it. They get the free from Suda. And sneaking in from behind and stealing it, Franks. And that is extra effort right there. Great job by Franks. Give him that. Credit him with the 2 points. Even though it was Suarez who scored it. Suarez now with 10 points. But you know what I mean? I mean, they don't get that bucket if Franks doesn't come from behind sneakily and get the steal. Here it is again. Look at him. Fotu came down with it, and Franks was very quickly on top right there, taking it away and handing it off to Suarez. There's New Bill. You can see they rely on him a lot. And today he's got 10 points.
Defense.
1:16 remaining in the first half. Parks has the tough assignment guarding New Bill. And they continue to pass it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Just one pass too many that time, perhaps. Although Edwards says he should have had it. Pass was made by Indo. Let's see what they want. Suarez, Franks. 3-point shot. Suda puts it down. Oh, that's your preferred option right there. If you can get 3. He's got 8 points. That's his second 3 of the game. And if they can get Parks going as well, that would give them another threat. Now New Bill. Finds his way into the lane. Goes up, has it knocked away. Frank on the break. They want to hold it for one, Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. They are indeed. They're going to pull it out. Saito steps back and clanks it off the back of the iron, but Suarez gets it. Are they going to count it? Did he get it off in time? They register the points, but they might go have a look at this. Good alert play. He was aware there wasn't going to be much time on the clock, but the question is, did he score? So they are indeed going to look. I don't think he got it off in time. And I don't think that Norio Sasa believes that he got off in time either. Oh, I don't know. That's closer than I thought. They do count it. Well, they didn't take much time to review it. They saw it, and that is a big bucket. Some real opportunistic plays made throughout that first half for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, who lead it 39-36 over UTSUNOMIYA BREX, trying to bounce back from yesterday's mauling here at home. Well, it's the rematch between two teams that squared off yesterday, a game that was won by UTSUNOMIYA BREX 90-68 here in Nagoya Diamond Dolphins Arena, the Dolphins Arena, and they have come out a different team today, played much better, and despite some heady play there by Newbill for UTSUNOMIYA BREX, who has 10 points, Suarez has 12 points to lead all scorers coming off the bench for the Diamond Dolphins. But this was 3-point shot that was made by Takashima. But you got to love the performance from Saito, who I felt like was really the difference for this team. The veteran point guard coming off the bench and setting the tone. There he is, getting the steal, triggering the break. And Frank's drilling the corner three. Hijima has had some foul issues, but he's got 6 points. He's got 3 fouls. Suda has a couple of threes. Suarez nailing that shot. He is 2 of 2 from 3-point range. This is Edwards. Had the big game yesterday, 21, and today, so far, Gavin Edwards has 9 points. This is Suda making one of his 2 threes. And that's where Newbill has just been really tough getting to the basket. Franks snuck in, got that steal, took it away from Fotu, and that led to the basket for Suarez. This is Suda's second 3-pointer. And eager to bounce back from yesterday's setback, missing that. They hustle, they get the ball back right before the halftime buzzer. Suarez goes to 12 points, and Nagoya Diamond Dolphins lead it by a couple of points, or by a few points, 39-36. So more makes inside the arc for UTSUNOMIYA BREX, but 3 more 3-pointers have been made by the Dolphins. Both teams getting to the free throw line, shooting it well, a little bit more so for BREX. And BREX also with those 6 more rebounds, but the turnovers and the points off turnovers decidedly in favor of Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. They've scored 18 points off of the 9 turnovers by BREX. And meanwhile, the 6 turnovers, you can see, has led to a mere 3 points for BREX. So they're not really capitalizing as much, and they're not forcing as many turnovers. Points in the paint, 16 for BREX. No surprise there. So you can see Suarez with 12 points, 8 for Suda, 7 for Saito, 10 for Newbill for BREX. Edwards has 9, and Fotu has 8. And it could just, the key maybe for BREX is to go inside even more than they already are to Edwards and Fotu, and to drive the basketball. Newbill, don't settle for the threes. And for the Dolphins, well, it's got to happen. I mean, you can always say on both ends it has to happen on the defensive side of the ball. But the defense is just crucial for this team. You could see it, the Dolphins, to be able to get out and run, get some easy buckets, or at least get some opportunities to score. Franks so far has 7 points and 6 rebounds. Parks has a couple of rebounds, just scored 1 point, so you can expect him to contribute a little bit more. 2 rebounds for Suda, 5 for Edwards, 4 for Newbill, and 3 for Fotu. That's number 42, Fotu. Speaking of Bobby Ray Parks, it's his 3rd season with Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and he averaged more than 11 last season. It's down to 9.6. I mean, that's not to say he's having a better or worse season. Obviously, the dynamics of the teams change with player personnel and what have you, but definitely look for him to try to assert himself early. There's a drive in Fotu. Nice little runner in the lane. Fotu having himself a nice game today. Pulls his team to within 1. And now the ball goes out of bounds. Saito wanting a foul. Not going to get it. So 10 points for Fotu. And BREX now with a chance to go back in front. Drive and the left-handed layup is good from Ikaruga, and the BREX go back in front. So that's twice now on drives they've been able to score. Suarez backing his way down low, going up against Edwards, and not successful. And Parks gets it over to Saito. Pass it up, and look at that. BREX get out on the break. Edwards catches it like a wide receiver and puts it up and in. So they have started the second half stronger. 3 consecutive baskets. Here's Bobby Ray Parks going up against Iijima. And traveling on Bobby Ray Parks. Just has not been able to get it going today. Is trying to resist the urge to call a timeout. But you would imagine him calling a timeout if UTSUNOMIYA score on this trip down the floor. Ikaruga gets it to Fotu. Looks down low. Ikaruga puts it up just inside the arc. That's short, and that's good because they forced him to put it up from outside. Ooh. And Bobby Ray Parks this time fouled by Ikaruga. Sometimes when you're having a game like Bobby Ray Parks is today, you just got to fight through it. Just keep playing hard, and something good is going to happen. Saito drives. Oh, he passed up a layup. He was right there. I don't think he realized how open he was. Newville. It is not going well. Joshua Smith is going to check into the game. Ito is also going to come in. And good defense. Anticipation from Bobby Ray Parks.
Number 3, number 34, Joshua Smith.
So Joshua Smith has the 3 fouls, and he's back in the game, as is the starting point guard, Ito, who has just 2 points and 2 turnovers. Suarez goes out. Iijima. Boy, living dangerously. They get the offensive rebound and put back and score. Iijima. Eight unanswered points to start the second half for BREX. Suda with the shot clock winding down. Gives himself a little bit of space. That's what you call leadership right there. Sense in the moment he needed to put something in. He does. He stops the rock. One thing you can always control, even if your offense isn't clicking, you can always play hard on defense, and that's what I see out of Bobby Ray Parks right now. He's really trying to make an impact on this end of the floor. Here goes Iijima, drives in, and ball falls to Joshua Smith. Ito brings it up, hands it off to Franks. Great work from Ito. goes past Edwards, and then looked like he was fouled by Fotu. That wasn't called, but the foul on Ikaruga was. Grant Jarrett's been quiet today. He checks into the game. And he is always a player that looms large. Hijima is going to sit down. Hijima has 8 points. Franks takes his time, makes the first.
Nice shot. One more shot.
Makes 1 or 2. Oh, look at Smith. Oh, he's got to get it back. He puts it up and in, so he misses the first attempt. And then he puts it up and in. So if they can get him going, then that's a real game changer. And already, Joshua Smith and Ito, since coming back into the lineup, this Diamond Dolphins team has changed the chip or flipped the switch. They're back in front, 45-44. Newville. What about Franks? And Parks again whistled for a foul, and he is just frustrated. Here is Joshua Smith kind of pushing Edwards out of the way, to be honest. They didn't call that. Ray Parks, and that is a moving screen on Grant Jarrett. And you know that Dennis doesn't want to take Bobby Ray Parks out right now because of his defense. Here he is. Doesn't want to force it, but he does get open. Just still can't get it to drop, but Joshua Smith with the rebound. Joshua Smith goes to work, puts it up and in. Oh, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Having to sit there and watch in foul trouble in the first half. He comes out and makes a sudden impact. Falling down, but not turning it over. Edwards. And the BREX settle for a difficult baseline jump shot. Franks open floor, and he's fouled by Newville. That is team foul number 4. Nagoya able to get out and run more easily. Endo comes back into the game. Fotu and Hijima. Boy, Sassa really shuttling players in and out of the game. Joshua Smith goes to work. Back to the basket. Doesn't take no for an answer, and he is fouled. Big, strong Joshua Smith. There's no stopping him right now. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, Jarrett had a handful of his jersey with his right hand. There could be no complaints about that foul. He had it right up around the shoulder. Now the chess match continues. What does BREX do to combat this man right here, who basically just said, right, guys, jump on my back. Let's go. He's rested. He's ready. And he's pouring into points. Only makes 1 or 2, but Bobby Ray Parks gets the offensive rebound. They get it back to Joshua Smith. He's fouled. Oh, boy, if he had made that, You would have been talking about a potential 4-point play. Absolutely, no stopping him. Well, they did stop him. They fouled him, so he didn't make the basket. Let's see if he can get the free throws. Just went 1 of 2. That foul called on BREX's number 13, Watanabe. Here he is, Joshua Smith. Takes his time, makes the free throw. Again, he's come into this averaging 12.9 points per game and 8.3 rebounds. From Georgetown University man, now 31 years of age. Been playing in Japan since the 2017-2018 season. Kyoto, Toyama. And after several years with Toyama Grouse, he is now with Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and showing why they were more than happy to sign him and bring him on board. 50-44, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins on top. Grant Jarrett on the baseline. Joshua Smith with the board. Terrific drive, but the finish not there by Ito. Wide open 3. No good for Indo, but the rebound for 2. And now the ball handed off to Jarrett, and he misses, kind of flailing towards the basket. And a ridiculous turnover. Joshua Smith thought his teammate Parks was cutting the other way. This is where they've been successful in the second half. And you can even see that Jarrett, on that play, both hands, had a handful of Joshua Smith jersey. I mean, you just got to go to him every single. Watch this. He's got it on his. I mean, they can't stop him. So, in my opinion, you go to Joshua Smith every single time down the court. Even if you have to pass up a layup, like you did that last time, because they ended up missing the layup.
Number change, number 14, Sato Takuma.
Sato in the game for Nagoya. Those 2. Time to go to work. Spins, turns, and as Joshua Smith goes out and Suarez comes back in, don't expect him to be on the bench for long. Miyajima, the 3, missing. Now they pass it, and again, another miss from outside. They are cool. That was Miyajima, and then quickly, Jarrett. And he's having a game to forget right now. Ito fouled. And let's see if he gets up. Good play by Suarez. The outlet, and then Ito. Well, we just saw him miss a layup before that, but now with Joshua Smith out of the game, but he walks gingerly. I wonder if we might see Saito come back in. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Now they're going to have a look and see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Well, the way that Jarrett's been playing defense, I wouldn't put it past him by calling it unsportsmanlike, because he has been doing a lot of grabbing of the jersey, which in and of itself isn't a problem, but it's definitely a foul. Watch this. No, he's going for the block there. There's no unsportsmanlike. Absolutely not. They've taken no time to make that decision. That was the right decision. But it does get the 2 free throws. And meanwhile, Ito's going to go out of the game. And, Ito is going to be checked out. Jarrett picks up his 3rd foul. timeout on the court. So Saito is indeed going to come into the game. Quite a contrast to yesterday's proceedings when UTSUNOMIYA came out and really executed the game plan. Today it has been, I think more than anything, the resolve, the determination of Nagoya Diamond Dolphins to come out and put in a strong performance. They know they are much better than what they showed yesterday. Saito makes both free throws. O2 has it. Watanabe picks up the dribble. Jarrett dribbles, spins. Shot clock about to expire. They got to get it up. Yajima does get it up just in the nick of time. Very poor offensive set that time. And an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Watanabe. And they're going to review it just to make sure it was an unsportsmanlike. So indeed it is. So the Diamond Dolphins, it was a very shaky start to this second half. I think it was 8 consecutive points. And but ever since then, it's, Suda hit the three-pointer, then Ito and Joshua Smith entered the game, and the complexion of the game changed a lot. I think that's Sean Dennis saying, I agree with that call. So here is Suda. Excuse me, Sato.
One more shot.
He only makes 1 of 2, though, Takuma Sato. Very feel like right now this is Nagoya Diamonds Dolphins game to win or lose. They keep playing this well, they're not going to catch them. They've had most of their success going. They've hit some threes in the first half, but they've had a lot of success going inside with Joshua Smith. I'm just wondering if they might bring him back in. As well as Suarez. Here's the drive. And the foul committed by Saito. .28-year-old Saito trying to get an explanation there. I mean, he's boxing out. I wouldn't say that was a horrible foul at all. Newbill needs to get it going. You can feel it, as well as Edwards. What are these guys waiting on? They got to really push the reset button and start. Here's Newbill. He feels the sense of urgency. He gets it over to Edwards. And Edwards indeed hits the three-pointer to trim the deficit to 6 points. I mean, it's that front court that has to get it done. Well, that's a good, strong play. Suarez with the bucket. Nice handoff to Newbill. He gets blocked down low. And then he goes down. And it'll stay at this end. Newbill went down. Looks like he might have landed on his left elbow.
Hey, red, look here.
Great block by Suarez. Terrific play by Suarez. He has been solid today, and that does not come as a surprise. 14 points, a couple of rebounds, a couple of blocks. Endo. Hijima down low to Fotu. Fotu really scrapping away down low. And he was held by Nakahigashi. Joshua Smith is going to re-enter the game here. Remember, he's got the 3 fouls. Newbill gets it to Edwards. Remember, Edwards just hit that 3. See if they can get him to spot up again. Newbill. Over to Hijima. For 2. Oh, that was a push shot from the free throw line. I'm sure Fotu needed to take that shot. Oh boy, telegraph pass. Fotu read it beautifully, but couldn't get the ball. Nakahigashi did, and it cost him because hitting the three-pointer. Saito, who has 12 points. Other than that poor start to the second half, he's been terrific since coming back into the game. Was really good early. Yajima. Team down by 11. Newbill knocks in the three-pointer. That's his first make after missing his first 6. And now Endo called for the hold. 39.8 seconds to go in this third quarter.
UTSUNOMIYA.
Joshua Smith is going to come out. So they doesn't want to pick up a foul here right at the end of the third quarter. I would imagine he'd come right back in at the start of the fourth, but we'll see. So this is his second free throw in a row. He's now 3 of 5 at the stripe. And this is the second one to go. Iajima, 15-second difference on the game clock and the shot clock. They go quickly. He might get it back. Here's Indo. Iajima. Well, ready to rush now. Here goes Edwards. Edwards. Wow. Newville will be 2 in a row for him. No, it will not. And a long rebound to Sato, and they will hold it for the last shot. This has been a decisive quarter in the end for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. I mean, they have increased the lead. Saito missing it. And the ball goes out of bounds. The buzzer sounds. Newville looks at the referee to say he got pushed. You didn't call it. And then you hear the "come on, bro." Challenging something here. Let's see. I mean, that was a clear push.
Number change, number 0, Robert Franks. Number 1, Ray Parks Jr.
So they just put a little bit more time on the clock. Ooh. But he released it too late. What if that had gone in time? It does not. It's 59-50. It's Nagoya Diamond Dolphins on top of UTSUNOMIYA BREX. 10 minutes remaining. Fourth quarter action underway here. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins on top by 9. Can they lower the boom? And Higashi drives in and scores. If they get easy opportunities like that, they're just going to cruise to victory. It's an 11-point lead, their biggest of the game. Newville gets it right back. Newville 15 points. Higashi to the corner, and Newville commits the foul on Bobby Ray Parks.
Never change. Number 2, Saito Takumi.
Saito back in. The BREX would like nothing more than to pull up a sweep here this weekend, but they got to get it going. And Ford giving up points that time, so it's a 9-point deficit facing BREX, who 2 years ago were the champions in the B.LEAGUE. Last year they didn't make the playoffs. Had a good start to this season, including a big win yesterday here against the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. And Newville drives in, he is fouled. That is a big-time drive. And Athletics commits the foul. 17 now for Newville. This is where he's been really good, getting to the rim. So Joshua Smith is indeed going to come back into the game. He just creates different types of problems. So you can see the foul issues. Three fouls on Torres. Six-point game. Need to get it. Here you go. This is what they want. The double comes. He's going to have to pass it back out. Too much dribbling. They get it off in time. And shot clock does not, ball does not hit the rim. So the shot clock buzzer sounds. And that attempt from Higashi had it hit the rim, giving Josh Smith a chance to get the offensive rebound and putback. Loading in, Ikaruga back outside to Newville. Jarrett very quiet today. Newville for three. And unfortunate for the Diamond Dolphins, not able to stay on their feet. And they get lucky by not giving away a layup. But again, another opportunity. Another miss. And BREX just can't buy a bucket. They're right there at the rim, and they can't put it in the hoop. Higashi to Joshua Smith. Is the help defense coming? Joshua Smith. And good job defending that time by Gavin Edwards. Open look. Another miss. But the ball batted out to Newville. He goes right back down low to Edwards. Ikaruga has it. Jarrett. Well, Jarrett's having a game to forget. Steal it, however. Sloppy play by the Diamond Dolphins. Another miss, and they could not hit the broadside of the barn, and finally Newville scores. And I'm pretty sure Dennis is going to be upset about his team's lack of defensive rebounding and also the turnover. So Tough sequence there for the Diamond Dolphins. They were in command. They were up by 11 points, and that has been shaved to just 4. Look at this. So Joshua Smith had it, and then Saito just kind of fell asleep. Newbill came and took it away, and that has cost them 2 points. Because eventually, even after Ikaruga's miss, Newbill comes in, gets the offensive rebound, goes up and scores. And Joshua Smith doesn't go for the block because he's got the 3 fouls. That's a hard one to explain with Saito falling asleep like that. Joshua Smith gets it, misses the dunk. Boy, when it's going bad, it's going bad. And all of a sudden, it's really going bad for the Diamond Dolphins. Newbill drives in, pulls his team to within 2 points. And BREX, who were looking almost dead and buried, have come back. A mixture of effort on their end and some lackadaisical plays from the Diamond Dolphins. Monterey Park still can't get it to go. Now they can tie it. Ikaruga hands it off. And Grant Jarrett has free throws coming. So they've had some great basketball in this game, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and they have had some awful basketball. Right now, they're probably in their worst stretch. So foul trouble mounting, 4 fouls on Joshua Smith. So he did pick one up earlier, I wasn't sure. And they're lucky that Jarrett is not on his game today because he misses that free throw. So what do you do with Dennis? I mean, you need somebody to step up, and who is it going to be? He makes 1 of 2, Jarrett, to close the gap to 1. I would like the idea of Suda being in the game and knocking down a 3. Saito. There's Joshua Smith. Well, he wants to go to his big fella. He turns. Newbill was there when Joshua Smith turned and forced the turnover. They want to challenge this to see if the ball went out of bounds. In fact, off of Nagoya or off of UTSUNOMIYA. Oh, yeah. Oh. So it's not Smith or Jarrett. It's Franks or... Yeah, it looks like it did go off of Franks. I think they're going to lose this. Oh, wow. I'm wrong. So they do keep it. good. They battle for the ball. They get it back. Nice over three. It's trapped. And another foul called on UTSUNOMIYA. And Norio Sasa is one frustrated coach right now. Look at that, scrapping away, Jarrett. Definitely getting physical in there. So the fouls accumulating a lot with 3 fouls in that BREX team. 5.5 minutes remaining. The game hangs in the balance. Diamond Dolphins searching for something on offense. Bobby Ray Parks just forced up a horrible shot. A bucket here, and the BREX are back in front for the first time in a long time. Ikaruga to Hijima, passes up the 3, drives in. And the foul has been called, so that is team foul number 4 on the Diamond Dolphins. Naga Higashi. I think they've got to get Suda in the game just for his shooting. So Suda is in the game. Number 11 for the Diamond Dolphins. Yajima. His pass batted away. It was intended for Jarrett, and then Jarrett reaches in and ties up the Diamond Dolphins. Suda. Well, Grant Jarrett is just too good to have the type of game he's had today. 1 point, 4 rebounds, 3 fouls. So timeout on the court. See the foul trouble for UTSUNOMIYA BREX again. So Hijima, Ikaruga, Nubil, Endo, and Jarrett, all with 3 fouls.
I found this on the web.
And the foul trouble as well. Suarez with 3, Smith and Bobby Ray Parks with 4. And whatever it is, whatever happened with Parks and Jarrett today offensively, they're just both struggling. Although I have to say, Jarrett doesn't seem quite as intense as Parks, that's for sure. So the restart, here we go. Newville has passed, almost a turnover. Ikaruga gets it, puts it up, misses. Offensive rebound, Jarrett. At least he gets that. And told to bring it back outside. Now he hands it off, and another flailing shot, unless that was a pass to Edwards. up and in. Well, it had to happen sooner or later. Diamond Dolphins, just 2 points have been scored by the Diamond Dolphins in this quarter. It has been a nightmare. Suarez hands it off. Bobby Ray Park drives in, and he is fouled by Edwards. That's a good aggressive play by Bobby Ray Parks. So he gets the trip to the line. Edwards with the foul. He's telling the ref he had his hands straight up. Not often do you see players agree with the referee's call when it's on them. And Bobby Ray Parks scores. Still got time to reach his average. And he's got to get going. That's only his second point of the day. He's 0 of 7 from the floor. He does have 5 rebounds, but he's also turned it over 3 times. And he makes both. So Nagoya Diamond Dolphins back on top. They scored 4 points in this fourth quarter. That's not going to cut it. You know the New Bill's looking to drive. He doesn't want to settle. Here he is, driving in, but losing his footing. And ball goes out of bounds off of Franks, I believe. Parks very close to picking up his 4th foul there. Once again, looking for the go-ahead bucket. UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Endo, or Ikoruga rather, going to inbound the basketball. He's going to try to. Edwards, Hiajima, Newbill, Jarrett, all in the game. Puts it in, 3-point shot from Hiajima. Well, that's what you've got. The veteran rising to the occasion. The cream rising to the top. It's just the right moment. Now Suda. They got to get it back to Suda. She's open. He takes it, and he misses. This one was long. A tale of 2 3-pointers. Hiajima's went in, and Suda's did not. 2:40 to go. I would say plenty of time for the Diamond Dolphins, but they've just had such an almighty struggle scoring. Now down low, Jarrett missing. Franks went up for the ball. Now a chance to run. They've got 2-on-1 break, and they hand it off. Excellent decision. Great effort. Tying it up at 65. Come on, let's hurry up here. Ikoruga walks out of bounds. Gets it into Edwards. Jarrett will go back to Newbill. Hiajima. Second consecutive possession where Hiajima gets it done. Last 5 points scored by him. He's got 13 points. So now it's Nagoya's time. Who did they go to? Franks maybe. Or Jarrett, perhaps his defense has been a problem. Here he is. He puts it up and makes the shot. Ties it at 67. Newville. It's money time. 67 apiece. 10 points for Franks. 7 on the shot clock. It's go time. Newville, he launches it. And misses. Really surprised. Every time he misses a three. Ooh, behind the back pass for Franks. In the final minute, next team that scores goes in front. Franks, ooh, splits the defense, puts it up, short, and now BREX have it. 11-second difference on the game clock and the shot clock. That was not a good offensive set. What are you trying to do? It's been a quarter to forget for this Nagoya Diamond Dolphins team. Can BREX go back in front? Hijima drives, he misses, but the whistle blows and the foul sends Hijima to the free throw line. Boy, that is a generous call. I don't know how you make that call in that situation. Players going straight up. But give Hijima credit, putting pressure on the defense, putting pressure on the referee to make that call. "24 points for Newville. And Edwards has 14. Hijima now with 13, but it's Hijima that is the man of the moment. I mean, you look at Newville's 24 points, and he's 1 of 10 from three-point range. Imagine if he's not putting up all of these threes. It's not to say that he can't make the three, but today he's not making it. So he needs to put the ball on the deck and go hard. That's where he's really having success. I know a shooter's mentality is you got to keep shooting it, but sometimes you got to go to plan B. Hijima, meanwhile, just always, the ball seems to find him in these critical situations. Well, Hijima, he's clutch and makes the first. Played at the FIBA Basketball World Cup this summer, averaged 9.4 points, helping Japan qualify for the Olympics. He had 17 in that famous win over Finland, that come from behind win. And here he is making 2. And now the pressure is on the Diamond Dolphins. Will they try to win it with a 3? Will they go down low, put pressure on the D, hope they get a call, go to the line? Saito picks up the dribble. And now they're scrambling, and they are fortunate. They have just looked lost on offense in this fourth quarter. Completely. Well, the referees can review this under 2 minutes. This is going to be a nervous wait here for the Diamond Dolphin fans. I'm not sure they got this one right. Ooh, boy. I mean, it definitely went all, Edwards hits it. But Nakahigashi is also over there, and maybe. Is there enough there to overturn it? I think they're going to keep it, having looked at this. But let's see. I've been wrong today before. Oh, actually, from that standpoint, it looks like maybe it was off of Nakahigashi. Look out if it's BREX ball. Nope, they're going to keep it. Boy. Even so, 4.3 seconds left. Not much time. BREX just have to lock down on defense one final time here. Sasso frustrated, thought maybe he had a chance to put this one away, but they are not going to get the ball back. $14 for Parks. Excuse me, 14 for Suarez. Just 2 in the second half, though. Saito has 12. And Suda has 11. It's really hard to explain how this team has struggled the way that it has in this fourth quarter on offense. Oh, it could be that Joshua Smith is going into the game 19-8. They've been outscored in this quarter. If they get it to Smith, 4.3 seconds, he's got to make sure that he gets the shot off in time, a good shot. The double team has bothered him of late. Remember, they've lost Ito. So Josh Smith indeed does check into the game. Saito is going to try to inbound it. He's guarded by Jarrett. Can he feed it to the low post? And they have called an offensive foul. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. What a way to potentially go out. Smith comes in, fouls out, clearing out. That's it for him. So that strategy of putting into the game here at the end did not pay off. Now they've got to think about getting a steal or a quick foul. Here it is again. Look at Smith. And that's a good call. Moving screen. They were going for the winner with Suda in the corner. Well, it's a brave call, but I think it was the right call, and I liked the play. I think even if he doesn't commit the foul, though, Suda's still going to get his shot. Well, you got to get the steal, or they're going to advance the ball. You got to get the steal, or you got to get the quick foul. It's as simple as that. And you know that BREX would like to play keep away. You also have to identify the player that you want to foul. And you don't want to foul before the ball is inbounded, because then you give away the technical free throw. Sato checks into the game. Will the basketball gods smile on the Diamond Dolphins? Oh, dangerous pass. At least they get the foul on Hijima. We'll see if he can put this thing away. So, 3 seconds remaining. Well, Saito. A hope and a prayer is what it boils down to now. Suarez checks in, but if they do not win this game today, the Diamond Dolphins, they are going to be kicking themselves because they were in great position to do so. Look at that. Hijima misses the first. Maybe there's going to be a twist in the tail. If he makes this, they're going to try to get it up quickly. There's Saito. He puts up a prayer, and it goes over the basket, and that is it. You ideally would have liked to have had a timeout and been able to advance the ball, but ball goes out, and BREX get let's say they stole victory here because they were not playing at their best today. But thanks to Hijima late, they get the win, 70-67. UTSUNOMIYA BREX beat Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Well, this is a tough pill to swallow for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. I mean, they looked resolute. They were determined. They just did not get the win. Couldn't hold on. Led by 11 points. And dare say they frittered it away. There's Newbill and Joshua Smith. Not sure what they were talking about, but it was not a friendly conversation. So they had been flying high coming into this series this weekend, but UTSUNOMIYA BREX have brought the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins back down to earth. So the BREX here, their fans that have come to support them this weekend, and they leave waving hands to say thank you very much indeed. Hijima, the hero at the end. They were struggling to score themselves. I mean, it was not a thing of beauty offensively for a long stretch in this fourth quarter. But at the end of the day, the name of the game is winning, and the BREX fans now, whether they take the train, the bus, whether they fly back, take a motorcycle, the car, even if they walk home, they're going to be smiling because their team has won 2 in a row here against a very good Nagoya Diamond Dolphins team. So here's Sasa. Let's listen to him. Try to get you a translation.
本当にね、ちょっと3クォーターのところ、やっぱりスイッチのところのオフェンスで停滞してしまって、本当にゆっくりなオフェンスになってしまって、本当にそれは今年目指してないので、ただ4クォーター、本当にちょっとテンポ上げていけっていうところで、選手たちがしっかり対応したのはそうなんですけど、オフェンスっていうよりも、結局ね、アウトサイドやっぱ入ってなかったから、それで縮こまったプレーになってしまって、でもね、やっぱりうちらしさはね、やっぱりブレックスらしさっていうのはずっとあるものなんで、もう本当にディフェンスとルーズボール、もう本当にリバウンドのところ最後まで、あと本当にこうジャンプボールになるシチュエーションもありましたけれども、 本当にみんなファイト見せてくれた、本当に素晴らしい、逆にこういう展開でしたけど、本当に素晴らしい、選手たちだと思いました。はい、
第4クォーター、なんとコーチ8失点に抑えています、
はい、
選手たちのファイト、素晴らしかったですね。
いやもう本当に暗くならずにね、やっぱり各チームってこういう劣勢な状況になった時にやっぱり話しかけてみんなでまとまって、本当に今日ベンチも中で本当に試合出てない選手も含めて、本当に最後のポジションなんてみんな笑いながらここだぞ、やっとここまで来たぞっつって本当に楽しみながら出てたのが本当に心強く感じましたね。はい、
コーチ、次はブレアリに戻って3連戦です、この勝利によってブレックスファンもたくさん湧いていると思います。メッセージお願いします。
3連戦さんもね、中地区では本当に今上位につけてますし、ただ今のところまだブレックスで負けてないので、ブレックスの宇都宮ではこの本当にね連勝記録、ホームでの連勝記録っていうのを伸ばしたいと思っているので、ぜひちょっとチケットの状況は分かってないですけど、僕申し訳ないですけど、ぜひ本当に足運んでいただけて、また映像も見て応援していただけたらなと思います。ありがとうございます。
勝ちました笹ヘッドコーチでした。ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Outscored UTSUNOMIYA BREX Nagoya Diamond Dolphins 20-8 in the fourth quarter. And the Diamond Dolphins fans, you can see that gentleman there in the middle at your left, frustrated. Polite applause, but definitely disappointed. There's a Diamond Dolphins fan and a BREX fan sitting next to each other.
勝ちましたブレックス比江島誠選手です。ラストポゼッションまでわからないしびれるゲームものにしました。今の気持ち聞かせてください。
今日は正直僕らのペースで試合は進まなかった中で、苦しい展開の中でこうやって勝ちきれるっていうところはなかなか去年のシーズンではなかったことだと思うんで、本当にこの勝利を自信にして、またこれからも続けていきたいなと思います。
今日満員のドルフィンズアリーナを凍りつかせる4クォーター勝負どころ、スリーポイントが炸裂しました。時の気持ち聞かせてください。
そうですね、今シーズン正直そんなに調子はまだ上がってないんですけど、でもしっかりその勝負どころで、相手に大きいダメージを与えられるスリーポイント決められたんで、はい、良かったかなと思います。
スリーを決めてミケル・ブリッジスセレブレーションまでがセットということでよろしいんですかね。
はい、そうですね、なかなか最近やれてなかったんで、はい、久々セレブレーションをやらせてもらいました。
ありがとうございます。次節はブレアリに戻って3連戦です。ファンへのメッセージお願いします。
はい、本当に3連戦も本当に勢いがあって、強いチームだと思っているので、皆さんの力を借りて、
連勝を伸ばしていきたいなと思います。
勝ちました宇都宮ブレックスミケル・ブリッジスセレブレーションでおなじみ比江島誠選手でした。ありがとうございました。
比江島 says, "Hey, we struggled through this game, but we turned it around the fourth quarter." And this is making us more confident. So, still early in the season, time to get things right. And there's no doubt about it that Makoto Hijima has his fans in that BREX team. Well, you look back at the highlights, and it was the BREX that started well. You had Newbill with that bucket. Ed Suarez getting blocked. And you had that three-point shot made by Takashima. Saito really sparked the Diamond Dolphins into life early on. Then he got that steal, which led to a break. Naka Higashi gets it to Sato, and then Parks buried it from the corner. Excuse me, not Parks. Franks. Hijima, even though he did most of his damage late, He did hit that shot early on. Suarez, again, led all scorers with 12 points at halftime. Newbill, even if he wasn't scoring on the drives, he was setting up teammates, and that's where he was really effective. Suda, one of his 2 threes in the first half. Newbill driving in and scoring. Again, where he was having most of his success right at the rim. Franks got the steal and then passed to Suarez, who got the easy bucket. Suda with his second 3. And Saito stepped back and knocked down, or excuse me, missed that 3, but there was Suarez again scoring right at the halftime buzzer. They reviewed it and they confirmed it. And third quarter, UTSUNOMIYA BREX started fast. Went on a run to take the lead, only for the Diamond Dolphins to come back with Suda's first bucket there, triggering a run, and they ended up outscoring BREX 20-14 in that third quarter. Joshua Smith was a real problem. Saito back in the game, knocking down another 3. Remember, Ito went out with an injury. Newbill, that was his only 3-pointer. Newbill finished 1 of 10. There was good things happening when he was putting the ball on the deck and getting to the basket. Smith with the rebound. And this is where it really started to go horribly wrong. That silly turnover. Saito just fell asleep. Newbill stole it. Ends up getting it back, going up and scoring. And then it was Hiyajima time. That was a big 3-pointer right there. Go ahead. 3. Franks tied it. Excuse me, it was, Franks tied it. Then Hiyajima. Generous call there. So he makes the free throws. And then right at the end, the offensive foul after they put Joshua Smith back into the game. And then this desperation heave after Hiyajima went 1 for 2 at the line. And the game won by UTSUNOMIYA BREX. BREX just 6 of 32 from 3-point range, 8 of 26 for Diamond Dolphins. So that was a little bit better, but just really poor shooting from deep for BREX. A lot of that was Newbill. Diamond Dolphins ended up getting to the line and actually making 3 more free throws. But inside the arc, 6 more makes for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. 20 points off turnovers. That was a big part of their offense in the first half. The Diamond Dolphins, not so much in the second. 20 points in the paint compared to 36 for the BREX. So that was a disappointment, especially when you have Joshua Smith in your team. Second chance points, 19 for BREX. You can see Fotu, his numbers compared to Naga Higashi. Interesting that just 4 bench points for BREX, but 32 were scored by the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. but that was not decisive. So again, Fotu with the 10 points, 6 rebounds, and Naga Higashi the 2 points and the 2 rebounds. So 14 for Suarez, 24 for Newbill, 16 for Hijima. Scored a lot of points right at the end, and you had 14 for Edwards, 11 for Suda. Quiet in the second half. Saito had 12. So really the offense just kind of dried up in the second half for the Diamond Dolphins. And from the rebounding standpoint, Smith and Franks each with 7 boards, 5 rebounds for Parks. Couldn't get it going offensively today, Parks. 8 rebounds for Edwards, 7 for Newbill, 6 for Fotu. And here are the numbers, or excuse me, the schedules coming up for next week. So BREX, you can see, are at home against Santa and Neo Phoenix. And the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins will be at Gunma Crane Thunders. Those will be the game 1s and game 2s. So that will be November 4th and November 5th. Well, that's it, folks, from the Dolphins Arena. You've been watching the B-League one last time. UTSUNOMIYA BREX win it 70-67 over Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, outscoring them 20-8 in the fourth quarter after trailing by as many as 11 points. Makoto Hijima came to the rescue at the end. The Japan International flying the flag high for the BREX here at the Dolphins Arena. Thanks for watching, everybody.